Hello, my name is Mike Dixon. I run Secure Home Electrics, a security installation company based in Cambridgeshire. I thought I'd put together a quick video explaining why burglar alarms fail. Quite often it's not a question which most people ponder until they're faced with a wailing burglar alarm in the middle of the night and they're upsetting their neighbours, friends and children nearby. And we're often met by householders first thing in the morning, very tired, asking us just to rip out a burglar alarm. They're sick and tired of it. However, a properly maintained burglar alarm can last for many years, and it's obviously a good reason to make sure that your burglar alarm, if it is regularly maintained, and obviously they can last for many years, and there's no need to take it away. Some people are faced with a problem, apart from attacking the bell and sounders with a sledgehammer, are often tempted to have a go themselves. And if I've heard, well, we just Googled it once, I've heard it a million times. Quite often, for the uninitiated, with all their logic systems, burglar alarms are very difficult to understand, and they in fact can be dangerous. Different elements are connected to mains power, and you can cause yourself a problem, potentially fatal electric shocks if you get it wrong. What causes an alarm to go into fault? Or false alarm? They're two different things. The difference between a fault is something's wrong with the system. It's not working correctly, and a false alarm is something which purports to be an activation incorrectly. Types of faults. The most common fault is a battery failure. Burglar alarm contains a couple of batteries, one inside of the control box and another generally in the bell or siren, which is outside. The system is generally, virtually always powered by mains power, and the battery is there to back up. Now, if that battery isn't charged or loses charge, when you lose power, the burglar alarm system inside of the house fails. It's not working anymore. It's not receiving mains power, and it's not receiving any electricity from the backup battery. The other battery in the bell or siren then thinks the bell then thinks the system's under attack, and it will sound. The self-actuating bell. So that's what will wake up your neighbours in the middle of the night. And when we have power cuts, a lot of them are in the middle of the night when essential work's being done by the power supplier, and it might only be for a few seconds, but that's enough to set your burglar alarm off. Another failure was comms failures, where the system is connected to the internet through, or modern burglar alarms or older alarms, through a telephone line, whether it be a SIM card or whether it be through a wired telephone system. And when they fail, you generally won't set the bells off outside, but it will cause an annoying bleep enough to keep you awake at night. And with BT taking away PTSNs in the very near future, this will become an increasing problem for older burglar alarms. The burglar alarm system has systems to know when doors are open or people or things walk past, sensors, but it also has another system, a tamper system, which senses when wires are broken or cut. And quite often when you've had building work or with just old age, the tamper system will then show a problem. If the system is set, it will go into alarm bells outside. If not, it will show as a fault inside of the house. there will always be an underlying problem. So it's something if it's very obvious, you can fix it yourself. But if not, the system will require reprogramming. If it needs reprogramming, it's generally done by the person who installed it or the company who installed it. Although if they've gone out of business or you don't know who they are, any competent burglar alarm installer will be able to default the panel. That means they take it back to factory defaults and will be then able to access the system to reprogram it. So it's not just a matter of fixing the problem, we have to allow ourselves access to solve those problems. Environmental factors can also cause problems with burglar alarms, in particular the weathering and damp. Systems fail, certainly where a system receives extremes of weather, very cold and very hot, can cause problems. Damp, certainly in older burglar alarms, older systems weren't IP rated and can cause problems. And also voltage spikes. In modern day, you might think that you get 230 volts, but quite often the electric to your house will sometimes contain higher voltage, either through environmental factors or some kind of maintenance problem. And nowadays a modern installation will have surge protectors to prevent that happening. So but if a system receives more voltage than it's intended to, it can cause essential components to fail. What causes false alarms? Quite often you have different types of sensors. For the uninitiated, you have sensors which sense a change in passive infrared, the normal passive infrared. But in places where there's likely to be more chance of false activations, we use dual tech sensors which sense movement and passive infrared, and we have sequential sensors as well, which can then filter out any false activations. Over time, with anything, certainly door sensors, they become sticky. They generally contain a connection within there which moves when faced with a magnetic field and makes contact or it releases a contact. They can stick over time, and that can cause false alarms. And even as you say, around a house, burglar alarm cables will deteriorate over time, certainly if they've been moved, and they can cause problems. Overall, we wouldn't suggest that customers try and fix these things themselves. Either contact us or contact another reputable burglar alarm company, and we'd be happy to help you out with your problem system. Thank you.